leaving out the dad, leaving out the dad, I'm leaving out the dad.
Hey there, horror fans, I'm Spooky Guy and welcome back to the channel. So, as you may notice, I'm in the great outdoors because the movie I'm reviewing today takes place in the great outdoors as well. And that movie is Robo War. Now, you may be asking yourselves, what the hell is Robo War? I'll tell you. It's a 1988 Italian sci-fi movie that was written by Claudio Fragasso and directed by Bruno Mattei under the pseudonym Vincent Dawn. Vincent Dawn's his most popular pseudonym. So, let's take a look into Robo War. So the movie starts off with a helicopter and they're apparently fighting the robot, I guess. Alright, so this whole opening credit sequence, I really can't tell what's going on. It looks like explosions, but nah, I could be wrong. It's really kind of hard to tell. I guess the robot destroys the helicopter with his little laser beam and, well, yeah. So then we cut to a slideshow of all the actors in the movie, or the main character.
Why do they have nicknames?
You should know what the group is called. BAM.
BAM.
Big-ass motherfuckers.
Yep, that's right. The group is called BAM. So we then see BAM riding a boat, while we get some really well-written, well-thought-out, and sophisticated written dialogue from Claudio Fragasso.
Fuck it, Diddy. Quit moving around like you're jerking off. You're making me seasick.
Told you it was sophisticated. And, Reb, that shirt's a little tight on you, but okay. So the group arrives to the jungle or forest or whatever this is supposed to be, and they just do minutes of walking around. I'm not even joking. It's just a lot of walking around. So after walking around, they stumble upon multiple things like skeletons and trees. Oh, and this guy gets attacked by some kind of bear trap or whatever. Yeah, he gets injured halfway through. Well, after minutes of just walking around and doing nothing, we finally come across this. Oh, it's just like Predator with the bad guys and all that, and the girl. I see you, just like Predator. Well, BAM finishes out the bad guys, but then the robot kind of just makes them go kablooey for just for extra measures, you know. So BAM continues walking through the jungle. So they come across more and more people. I love the way Reb kicked down that door. Well, after things start calming down, this then happens. Well, there goes that guy. Well, the group finally notices the robot and they go after it. Well, mostly Garino.
Greeno, get back here! Alright, let's get the crazy little fucker.
Well, Garino goes after the robot, goes insane, and then gets killed. So the group goes on a little hunt for Garino while they're searching for remains of him or something. You know, this music doesn't remind me of a group of commandos looking for a killer robot. This more likely reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog. Alright, so we cut to night. That was fast. Measure then tells Red Brown's character, who I think his name is Murphy. Yeah, that's the name apparently. Measure tells Murphy that he created the killer robot and there's a certain way that you can stop him. So the next morning they continue looking, and this scene goes on for a few minutes. We have to see each and every little bit individual cross the river with a bongo solo in the back. Alright, so one of them gets taken by the robot and he ends up somewhere else on a different part of the island, I guess. So he and the robot kind of have a little chase going on. The group catches up with him, but then the robot like kills him and all that, so... The group then goes somewhere else and they kind of have a little trap for the robot. Well, they have like a little fort built. And the robot comes and it doesn't really do anything. So Measure himself decides to go and try to kill the robot.
On target. Get out!
Well then, Corey decides to do something, but then that doesn't work. And now the robot has the only thing that can kill him, so they're pretty much screwed. Well, Quang decides to stay back and do the thing the dude did in Predator, but that doesn't help. That doesn't do anything. It ends up getting him killed. So Murphy and Virgin apparently go to this hospital here somewhere, and here Murphy finds some kind of tape that Measure left behind, and he leaves some like stuff for the robot, which is apparently named Omega 1. So then aforementioned Omega 1, or the killer robot, breaks into the hospital. He gets into the hospital, and then there's this whole fight that ensues. They then get to the beach, and wow, it's morning already? Wow, gee willies, look at that editing! Well, anyway, they're on the beach now, so Virgin gets away on a boat. Meanwhile, Murphy hurts the robot, and they have a little bit of a weak chase here, since the robot's kind of weak and somewhat injured. So, then they finally meet.
Come on, destroy me.
Oh yeah, it's also revealed somewhere in the movie that the robot is actually a human robot, is a human-computer hybrid, which Murphy's old friend, when he was killed, his brain was used to power the robot, so that explains that. It's a bit strange, but I guess it makes sense. Well, that was Robo War, and it's insane. The word for word and scene for scene rip-off part is just hilarious. It's just insane on how much they ripped off. It is literally a remake of Predator with just a killer robot instead. You have Red Brown and a killer robot in Predator, pretty much. And this movie's just insane. However, due to the blatant plagiarism that this movie has, much like Shocking Dark, the movie was never officially released here in the US. And still hasn't been. But since Shocking Dark has been officially released, I think Robo War has a little bit of a chance. Don't know though, but maybe it does. Ruta Matai definitely has made some weird stuff in his day, but this and Shocking Dark is probably one of his coolest, in my opinion, some of his most entertaining. Now the movie is filled with some slow moments of just walking around, but honestly Al Festa's really funny synth score honestly keeps me entertained. Even in the most boring parts of the movie, Al Festa's synth score is really entertaining just to listen to. But the funniest thing to me is the robot itself. And the design itself is hilarious too. They used like some like motorcycle helmet and just spray painted it silver. I love it, it's fantastic. Well, I'll tell you this, Robo War is one hell of a movie. It's entertaining, it's insane, it's hilarious. It's just something I totally recommend to you guys. If you're a fan of bad movies, you'll love this. Like, this is so bad, it's good. I love this movie, like, I really do. It's so entertaining to watch, and I always have myself like a Bruno Mattei marathon, and this is always something I include. It's just that amazing. I love this movie. Robo War, mwah, classic movie. Well, I say Robo War is pure amazingness. I know amazingness isn't a word, but I just made it one. Well, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. And if you like this video, give it a big ol' thumbs up. And if you're new, please subscribe. If you like horror, please subscribe. Well, better move on and do something.
You can always kiss my white ass.